You know, honestly, I know this may sound a little crazy, but I do give former WBO lightweight 135-pound champion Ricky Burns a little bit of a chance. And the reason why is because Omar Figueroa is not really that good. Omar Figueroa is more of a, imagine Brandon Rios with significantly less defense. You know, and his defense is usually his face. So therefore, I'm trying like there's nothing scientific about what he does. Now, don't get me wrong. I like watching him. He's a good and exciting fighter. And also he's good for the sport of boxing as far as he goes out there and gives his all. But when I look at who would be a person to most likely beat him, someone who's stronger than him, that can deal with him, his tender hands, that can deal with his tender hands as far as, you know, eventually he's probably going to hurt his hand in the fight. It's happened numerous times. But also someone who will be able to take away his inside game and then not allow Figueroa to be the #1 guy on the inside. So he's an inside fighter. And what I'm saying is this. I'm thinking like, well, if you get a guy like Ricky Burns, now don't get me wrong, Ricky Burns is really not that good anymore. He used to be good. He's not. I don't know what's going on with him. And if you look at his last 4 fights, if you really look at it, he should be 3-1 and not. What is he right now? He's 1-2-1. 1 win, 2 defeats, and 1 draw. Remember, Ray Beltran broke his jaw. He fought Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford went over to Scotland to take his belt. He fought this guy by the name of Dejon Zaltin Kenton, something like that. I forgot how to pronounce his name. And basically, and somebody else, I forgot the other guy's name who he got the win off of in his last fight, Alex something. But basically, what you've been seeing in his last 4 fights is a very confused and lost boxer. Each fight, whether it's won or lost or that draw, he looks different. So I'm asking myself, okay, all right, we know what Omar Figueroa is going to do. Omar Figueroa is going to come right at him and get right dead in his face. You know, Omar Figueroa is going to come for the easy knockout. By the way, the fight's going to be happening in the United States. They don't know if it's going to be in Vegas or in Texas just yet. I'm hearing it's been moved from Texas to Vegas, but it's going to be Ricky Burns' dream as far as fighting the United States against an undefeated fighter who can be defeated. He's 24-0-1 with 18 KOs. It's Omar Figueroa, former WBC lightweight champion, 135 pounds. But he's been having some issues maintaining that 135 pounds, so he's vacated his title, and now he's fighting officially at 140 pounds. Oh, and by the way, he is an Al Haymon fighter. So, you know, we need to just make sure we throw that part in there. Thank you, Al Haymon, my picture broke. Ricky, see, Ricky Burns may try to come over here and may try to do one of those things where he's going to try to steal the crowd and then get in there, you know, and get right in Figueroa face and feed into that Figueroa nonsense as far as, you know, the inside fighting. Honestly, I don't really like his fighting style because it seems to have nothing technical about it. He just gets in there, he gets in your face, and he starts throwing a whole bunch of punches. Now that's all exciting and everything, but I'm thinking you can't do that to everybody. So I'm thinking if Ricky Burns comes in with that mindset, it's like, okay, I'm a little bit bigger than you. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna beat you down. You know, like in the middle of the ring and go toe to toe with you, then Ricky Burns is most likely going to get knocked out. But if Ricky Burns takes him out of his element, even if they say Ricky Burns is running, and I'm talking about move around the ring, you know, maybe he'll be able to get it on the cards. You know, and I don't expect Ricky Burns not to go down at least one time. He may be knocked down at least one time, especially the last fight he fought. What was that? I believe it was the first round. Dude hit him with like a Danny Garcia-ish type left hook, and then he went down and almost popped his knee. It was Ricky Burns' last fight. I think it was the last fight or the one he lost before that. I don't remember. Oh, by the way, right now it is, I don't even know the date. February 16th, 2015, 4:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was supposed to be up watching the All-Star game. I got it on DVR, you know. That's a little hint. You know, nothing was announced. But I'm going to be covering the fight live. I honestly don't know what would be next for either fighter, but they will be in contention for a WBC title shot, you know, or WBC shot at an eliminator or whatever the case may be. And truth be told, I've been following Ricky Burns, and I know, just like the people over there know in Scotland and in the UK and all around the world who've been covering him, is that he needs this fight bad. And it's like he's taking, you got to give him credit because he's taking a very dangerous fight. And the fact that it could be his last fight because his career is in, it's in jeopardy, you got to give him credit. So he's fighting over the United States, something that he's wanted to do, a fight where he can win. I know, put it this way, the closer we get to the fight, because I don't want to do like a 10, 15-minute video, the closer we get to the fight, we will start talking about how he can win, But as it stands right now, it's a little cloudy. I got to go back and watch some of his greatest hits, like the fights he was winning pre 2013, to see the boxer that he was. But on T Street Controversy, this is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. I do all my videos uncut, domestic, international, whatever you want to call it. T Street Controversy Live. Damn, I'm ready to use the mouse to cut off the camera.